Now it's your turn. When you read brother and sister, think about what happened in the beginning, middle, and end of the story. Be ready to recount or retell the story by telling key events in order. Let's look at the folk tale. I'm going to show you what it looks like. Okay, here it is. Here's your folk tale called Brother and Sister, a folk tale from Korea. While you read, there's a little clue down here. If you have a paper copy of this story, you can underline the sentences that tell the key events. But if you're just looking at it on the computer, you can write down the sentences that tell the key events. When you're ready to read, pause this video. When you're done reading, press play. Now we're going to look at the next page. This says, how do you choose which details to include when you recount a story? This guy over here tells you to decide whether a detail is important, think about whether the story makes sense without it. So number 1 wants us to think about the story first. Recount the folktale brother and sister by adding key details to the chart below. The first one is done for you. In the beginning, a brother and sister grow and sell rice. They each get the same number of bags of rice. Now, think about what happened in the middle of the story. Right now, take a minute to write down what the sister did in the middle of the story, and write down what the brother did in the middle of the story. Next, you're going to write what happened at the end of the story. Pause this video while you finish writing down your ideas about what happened in the middle and the end of this story. And when you're done writing them down, I want you to press play. Okay. Number 2 says talk. Using the details from your chart, take turns retelling the story with your partner. If you don't have a partner who's in your class, you can talk to somebody in your family and tell them what happened in the beginning, in the middle, and the end of the story. Then we're going to write about it. Number 3 says, which details from the chart do you think are most important? List them and tell why you chose them. Use the space provided on page 112 to write your answer. That's just the space on the next page. So here's a little hint. What details would you need to help a friend understand what happens in the story? Here's what the writing page looks like. But remember, if you want to plan your writing first, we can use a 3 chart. You can draw a 3 chart on a piece of paper, but I typed one up really quickly just to show you an example. Let's look. At the top it says the question, which details from the chart do you think are most important? List them and tell why you chose them. So first we want to turn the question around. TTQA. Which is the question word, so we want to get rid of that. Let's look at the rest. We're talking about you. So I turned it around and said, instead of you think, I think these details from the chart are most important. Now we're going to list them in your answer. Remember, you can use the chart to help you, so let's look at what it said in the beginning. It already gave you one here. So it says, in the beginning, a brother and sister grow and sell rice. you can use that one that they already gave you. In the chart, it wants you to think about what happened in the middle. What did the sister do in the middle? In the middle, the sister, I'm not going to finish it for you, but I want you to try it yourself. And the brother, write about what they did in the middle of the story. Then you're going to write about what happened at the end of the story. Remember, our job is also to tell why you chose these important details from the chart. So right here, you're going to explain why you chose them. And at the end, for your clincher, remember you can start it like this. This is why, and use your TTQA to finish your clincher. When you're done, you can write it right on this page. All right, work hard, have fun, good luck.